Hi there, and welcome back to We Are the Famous EFC. My name is Adam. Don't forget to hit subscribe to the YouTube channel to never miss an update and hit that notification button. It is your final word to Arsenal nil, Everton nil at the Emirates yesterday. Man of the match was due to Jordan Pickford because I tell you what a goalkeeper he is, and he saved Everton again today. And we're also going to be listening to Sean Dyche's match reaction to Everton nil, Arsenal nil at the Emirates yesterday. It was a really good game and a very hard point by every single Everton player yesterday. In fact, the whole Everton players deserve man of the match. Every single one of them yesterday who played, because they were fantastic from minute 1 to minute 90. And Arsenal are a hard team who are fighting for the league but have lost it. But also, as I said, that was a really hard game, and I'm really, really proud of Sean Dyche and his Toffees because of the way we pulled out a result. Was I comfortable that we'd get a result? No, I didn't. I thought we were going to get beat about 3-4-0, but we stuck together, we worked hard, we fight, we had the mentality, we got back into our shape and defend, and that's all Sean Dyche can ask for during his Everton time. That's all he can ask for. And that, for me, is what we need, and that's what we've been missing, working together as a football team on and off the pitch as well. But also, as I said, I'm happy for them. Let's see what Everton manager Sean Dyche says in his press conference.
I think today, more so in the sense that it's quite apparent you're highly unlikely to come down to this place or a few others in the Premier League and dominate the ball. Excuse me, but how can you deal with it without the ball? And I thought that side of things,
Yeah, we didn't really have the ball.
The commitment to the performance was terrific. A group of highly motivated players who are willing to do the hard yards and bring that teamship to the fore. And I think there was a real good show of that today. We had our moments. I've been mentioning it many times. That killer last pass, that killer finish, an ongoing challenge. It's not easy at places like this, and I thought the resilience of the side, but also the respect for each other, because it's not easy when you're working from a defensive base for that long in a game. The midfield three, I thought, were terrific. I thought the fullbacks were terrific. And for virtually everyone from that side of the game. It's a big part of the game, without the ball. Of course, you've got to try and play well with the ball and want to be exciting. We had a great last home performance, winning 4-0. What about when you come into the race? What about working without the ball? And I thought we were terrific today.
You mentioned the teamship there. That's been on display throughout your time here, obviously. But how much do results like that and performances like that really sort of reaffirm what you're trying to achieve here?
Well, these players have been through a lot, as have I, since I took over. I mentioned it recently when I'm getting questioned. That's fine. That's part of what I do. I haven't got every answer. I work with these players. They get questions sometimes. That's equally fine. That's the way it is. But staying committed to the cause, and you can clearly see there's a lot of motivated players for themselves, for the team, for the club, for the badge. I think that's a good mix. Now, of course, if we can add killer edge and more goals, of course we want to do that. But there has to be an underbelly. There has to be a fabric to a group, as I call it. The fabric's strong here. If we can add layers on top of that, then that's great. But we have to remain served us well, and it will continue to serve us well, especially when we've got people motivated like they were today.
I think everyone's talking about our fixtures in December, but how much did it do for confidence as well? Obviously, coming to a place like this, they've been unbeaten here in all competitions this year and putting on a performance like that.
Yeah, I mean, I said recently, and I'm not being flippant with these things. I've been doing this in a long time in the Premier League. You've got to play them all. And there'll be another manager in a couple of weeks where they go, oh, this is a tough run. And I mentioned recently, people, made a strange thing as if I was putting myself in Pep's bracket. I don't know what that was all about. I was merely suggesting, look at Pep now. For the first time, he's having that moment. He's going, God, I bet every fixture coming his way, he's thinking, it looks tougher than it did a year ago. That's the nature of the business. That's the nature of the industry. What we've done here is we continue each challenge that comes our way. We keep forcing it back again, and we've done it again today, and we're going to have to do it again. Good teams coming up. That's the way the Premier League is. Everyone's a good team in the Premier League, but of course, places like this, as you rightly said, they haven't been beat here. They're hard to break down. We know that defensively because they swamp you really quick, and they're hard to keep clean sheets about. But we've kept the clean sheets out. I think that's 6 this season, which is another strong marker.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Obviously, we've spoken about the attacking side and wanting to add to that, but like it's 6 clean sheets in the past 9 now. It gives us a really strong base, doesn't it, from whatever we want to achieve.
Yeah, and we had to affect it early season. We know that. We lost our way a little bit with the hard yards and the ugly side of the game, as I call it. But I think it's been growing again. I think the belief in doing it has been better and better and better. And the commitment to it today was first class, without a doubt.
Chelsea next up, obviously coming into it on the back of a really good win at home and a really good point away from home today. What are you sort of hoping to see from your players in that one?
Well, we certainly want to carry the feel-good factor of the last game at home, as you rightly said, scoring goals and being nice and solid. Different kind of performance that was needed today. Bring that feel-good factor, that teamship, that energy into Goodison, for another home fixture and take it on.
So that's what Sean Dyche said on his match reaction. And yeah, we did fight for the point. And yes, we did fight from minute 1 to minute 90. And I'm really proud of the players too, myself, because they all stuck together and worked hard and battled to keep Arsenal out, especially Jordan Pickford as well. What would we do without Jordan Pickford? To tell you that now, what would we do without him and Ashley Young? Where would we be if away from them two? Mainly Jordan Pickford, who knows? But I thought that we battled very hard and defended brilliantly. Jared Branthwaite again, Tarky now and again. I thought that we were superb. And I'm really happy that we fight with all our might as well. And yeah, it would have been hard, but we got it done. And that's all we can ask for, isn't it? That is all we can ask for. So yeah, it is hard, as I said, but it is what it is. We stuck together as a team, and we just need to take that mentality going into the next game on Sunday. Also, I just thought to let you know that Gary O'Neill has been sacked as Wolves manager. That's just came up now after yesterday's defeat. So it started from Everton's 4-0, and then the defeat against Ipswich didn't help either. So yeah, Gary O'Neill sacked. I've got really nothing to add about that because I'm not surprised I've seen it come. But also, it was expected though. But as I said, that was always going to happen. But I thought that we were brilliant yesterday, absolute brilliant. So every single one of them players deserve a round of applause, a pat on the back to them Everton players, because that was literally outstanding work yesterday as we battled and worked so hard yesterday. We seen that we had the mentality as well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin also battled and was working his socks off too. So we can't really fault anybody, but fantastic. Absolute fantastic yesterday. I'm thrilled to pieces for Everton. That was the Everton, what we know, who battles, who works as a team, and who puts each other about to try and help. And that's the Everton who we all know and we love, apart from when we get beat. But let's carry this mentality going into the Chelsea game at Goodison. But let's win it. Let's kill the game off this time with goals at Goodison Park. And I've got belief that we will win it. Maybe 1-0 to Everton. So we need to fight and show the mentality that we can do it. Right, that's your final word done. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification button, and once again, I'm Adam, and this is your final word to Arsenal 0, Everton 0 at the Emirates. Up the Toffees. See you later. Bye-bye.